Pow wow yo yippee yay guys, power number 45, and I'm super excited to be with you guys. As always, we'll dig dive into the love of this community, then talk about what's happening on SwissBorg network with great update about the product, something you've been waiting for a long time, update about the Pegasus as well, talk about of course what is happening on the markets, and always have a way to educate you on wealth management and how building wealth in the best way possible. This time is really about managing your money. As you guys know, my name is Cyrus Fazel, proud founder and CEO of SwissBorg, always here to serve you. So SwissBorg in the news, as you guys know, it's very important to be able to communicate to people that don't know about SwissBorg, and we're very happy that we did an announcement with Café de la Bourse, which is one of the leading, I would say, Bourse, as you know, it's the stock exchange. So financial magazine, that's really it. We'll be more and more doing things with them. I hope you guys like it. If there's anything, any magazines or any newspapers that you guys are close to and you really think we should be more linked to them, please let us know in the comments, and we'll hopefully be able to contact them and make something happen. It's all about the vote, no doubt about that. As you guys know, tomorrow morning, early morning or late morning, we might know the decision if it's going to be Trump or Kamala. Right now, if you look at what is happening in the world of predictions, which I think is very nice to see, it is the 2024 election forecast right now on Poly Market is winning. It's a huge win, which is essentially doing Trump. Pennsylvania is obviously the state that could really make the big difference right now. It is very nicely done by Trump. For those who are always asking me, who am I for? I'm for no one. I'm a Swiss citizen, and a French citizen, so I don't really care about who's whom, like which party. Which is though interesting is that Trump, for sure, we talked about this many times, is really pushing crypto. If he's got to be president, that doesn't mean that everything that he says is going to be done and put into practice. But there's no doubt about the fact this will push the market, the financial markets, crypto markets. He's very, very open to crypto. He's currently doing his ICO. I think so. They raised, I don't know, 30 million, 50 million. I forgot. There's a lot of DGens are supporting him. The whole crypto community is actually supporting Trump administration, which is very interesting to see. Whereas, the Democrats have never been very favorable in terms of crypto, which is very, very weird when you think about it. It's just that, it didn't work out as people wished. And one thing is sure is though that the next SEC chair that's take over Gary's position is going to be more and more open to crypto, which will push our agenda and the world's agenda to essentially be able to have crypto as a new asset class and a form of technology that could really bring us together. If we look at the markets, we have had a new all-time high, or close to all-time high, I would say at least. The previous week is just to show, thanks to the excitement around this elections, and of course about October. Now we're in November. There's been a retracement in the past week. I think so. The thing is waiting just for right now. So if Trump goes in, we're going to parabolic probably territory. It's going to go quite crazy. If the other side, Kamala, might be a little bit difficult, at least for the first few days. We have seen very nice outflows in the past days as well, which is quite big. 54 million? 541 million, sorry. That's what happens this yesterday. So it's one of the biggest one we have seen so far. But I think so. It's exactly what people are positioning. If Trump wins, it goes with big Bitcoin boosts. If you look at here, and this probably shows as well that we're still in an early phase of a bull market, is that Bitcoin dominance is very high. And Bitcoin dominance is very high. Usually what happens with Bitcoin is that it has a huge, big dominance towards Ether and the rest of the coins until like the mid-size or the first third of the bull market. Then they consider continuings, and then it stops. And other Ethereum and other different tokens are starting to gain more popularity because people are going from a less risky asset to a more risky asset. And this shows that we're still in the early stage of the bull run, which is really nice to see. Obviously, this week, nothing is great. The worst performing token here is Shadow, which was the best performing. So people bought the rumor, sell the news type of scenario here. Okay, guys, now this is a very exciting time. You've been asking something for a very long time. Is it multiple accounts? No. Is it the kid's account? No. Is it the debit card? No. So what is it? It's a limit orders, which is a beta testing, and this is going to be really, really cool. I hope you guys are excited. This is going to be offered to Borg camps that are over 100,000 and Genesis as well. So you'll be able to test this. It'll be tested on only 4 different cryptos for now. It'll be mainly with euros. I think so. This is definitely, I believe that this is definitely a very, very big start for you guys, enable you to automatically be able to buy and sell and to trade in a better way. Obviously, this is beta, so there's not the final version. It's good, but not great yet. But please welcome all your feedbacks here. This is a very big moment for SwissBorg, for you guys that'll be able to trade in an easier way if you're on vacations or whatsoever, or just if something hits in the middle of the night. Very good example right now is if you want to put a buy order at 70,000 for a Bitcoin, and in the middle of the night it boosts because we get the official numbers of Trump winning, then that's a good thing. Or on the opposite, if it's Kamala, you may want to put like some sale orders at 68,000, for example, right, or 67,000 or whatever. I hope you're going to enjoy it. And again, if you're not eligible for this, well, you're going to have to wait, or it's a good time to increase your Borg camp. And talking about Borg camp, now there's a new way as well. The auto invest gets even better today and more flexible, is about to be released. You'll be able to invest into your best tokens with multiple different tokens. So in the past, you could only do that with one. Now you'll be able to buy Borg, for example, with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, with USDC, whatever crypto you want. So you'll be able to buy several different coins in order to invest, or to deleverage in several different tokens as well. So let's say, for example, you want to get out of your Bitcoin and start investing some of it in Solana, but as well some of it into, let's say, VCHF, for example. That's possible too. We talked about this last week, but just the refreshing, Ton coin is the 99th token, and to make the 100th token listing on SwissBorg really a big thing. Please let us know where we should be listed. Please take in consideration that many blockchains that we have not included yet, it's not because we don't like them, it's that it's very difficult to integrate new blockchains, as our custodian wallets are not compatible. Loyalty updates. This is another big thing that Benji and the team has really worked on. For a long time, you guys have wanted to create a way this is much easier to invite people, like when you're at conferences and you're walking, just people to scan essentially your QR code in order to get to be eligible for invitation, and more importantly to get some great coupons out of it. I think this is really cool. This is one thing. And for other people that wanted to change essentially their request, their links, now you could change it if you get to have 20 different invites. So we did the first one obviously for a lovely SwissBorg Mania because he was a bit, he wanted to change his own thing, and I totally understand it. I think some mine has been changed as well, which now is just Cyrus. But yeah, it's cool. We can now essentially be able to change them. More about essentially products. Let's now go into alpha. We have really a very exciting one. It's OG Labs. That's going to happen probably the next week or the following. No, not 100% sure, but I think so. It's next Monday that's happening. OG Lab is one of the great Nasal. It's very similar to Aether in some way. It's about AI alignments, being able to decentralize AI and computing power in the best way possible. Alex will give a video about OG Labs and what it's all about. Now let's talk even more about product update, which is awesome. Pegasus. The world of wealth management is very complicated, and the one about crypto, if you know, is even more complicated because there's so much things that could go right and so much things that could go wrong. The Pegasus Club is one of the unique experience club that enables anyone that has a certain amount of capital, over $100,000 with the crypto, gets to essentially this investment club. I'm not going to talk more about it, but if you want to be part of it, you know who to contact. It's Alex P. It's a lot of different relationship managers that we do have. And talking about the amazing stars that we have, let's welcome them to the show.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to give you today an update on the Pegasus Club and what they're cooking for 2025. Maybe you heard it. We've been working very hard on the revamping of the whole offering for the Pegasus Club, and we wanted to give you here an update on those. Let's start first maybe with, for those who don't know the Pegasus Club yet, what is it? The Pegasus Club is SwissBorg's an exclusive elite circle for our most valued users. The idea here is to give you access to the same level of sophistication and attention that you would get or that you would expect from a leading private bank. And we will give you this at SwissBorg. Why do we do it? The idea of the whole revamping of the offering is in order to start 2025 strong and ready for the bull run. You will keep on having access to dedicated products, but this year we are going much further. We have developed a whole suite of new perks and features, such as, while you keep on having an RM, the dedicated RM for you 24/7, 365 days a year. The idea here is to have a concierge-style approach to meet all your needs and to give you tailored advice and proactive support when you need it. We will give you market insights and exclusive reports from our CIO office. The idea is, again, to give you valuable market research, financial reports, and insights to give you, to guide you and to help you navigate the whole decision-making process. We will also give you personalized advice to help you build and monitor your portfolio, of course. The idea, again, is to help you stay aligned with your financial goal. Last but not least, premium events and experiences. The idea here is to give you access to money can buy type of events and experiences. All of this, plus, of course, the terrific networking opportunities that you will have during our infamous events. The team, you know it very well. Charlotte, JC, Paolo, most of you know them already. Maybe what you don't know is that we are in the pipeline, we're having two new hires, one more dedicated for the DACH region and the Swiss-German part of Switzerland, and one for the northern part of Europe. Then you, of course, have me, Christoph, and Franklin that you know very well with the different roles, etc. So that's for the team. As you know, 7 languages, more than 100 years of investment experience, and a lot of experience as well in the entrepreneurial industry. The burst overview, well, as we said, dedicated RM, bespoke products, advisory services, portfolio management, tailor-made solutions, investment opportunities, research content, and of course, all the exclusive accesses to the events and the experiences. So how'd you like it? Does it sound appealing? For members, just renew, and for the others who want to join, just go on the website, on SwissBorg's website, check the Pegasus page, and you'll find all the details in there. Come and join this elite community of 500 members. It will be on a first-come, first-served basis, so please don't miss the train. We're very much looking forward to welcoming you in the Pegasus Club for 2025. Thank you very much. Back to you, Cyrus.
Okay, so how to get the path to financial stability. So the main thing is always to achieve as a goal is really to understand what's your income and how do you manage your expenses. And really for that, that's really the best that can maybe be independent and gets to be really completely free of and avoid all the stress that's behind it. Because if you don't do that, you're going to fall into situations that are very complicated. And if you do that in a proper way, you're able to focus on long-term goals, which are very, very important. So these are 5 strategies for financial stability here is set a monthly budget. It's very basic, but it's very important to do. That tracks all your income and your expenses. And when I talk about income, it's your salary, but it's your staking that you're doing through SwissBorg as well. It could be any other different sources of activity that you make money out of it, rents of your maybe apartments, houses that you might have. And what is quite nice to do for at least the common people is that you use 50, 30, 20 rule, which is 50 that goes to necessities, 30 that goes to what you want, and 20 that goes to savings. And that's really, really good. So if you have 100,000, put essentially 50,000 into your expenses, 30,000 that you go to what you want. They're not the most important, but why not? And then 20% into savings. And when I'm talking about that, what I noticed recently is that there's a very small amount of users of SwissBorg that actually do their monthly, invest their monthly 20%. And this is something that I've been doing on and on, regardless of the cycle, is 20% of my revenue, of my incomes at SwissBorg goes to the SwissBorg app, and I reinvest all of that money. That's not a huge amount of money, but the compounding effect around it and the fact that you DCA as well, it really enables you to get a better financial future for that. Reduce the payoff debts. The snowball method is pay smallest debts first to build momentum. And that is the easiest thing, is like you take off all the small things. And then there's the avalanche method, which is focused on high interest debts to minimize cost. The debt thing, I think, still it depends how you manage. You can still live in debt, right? And take leverage, but that's two different ways to approach this. The third thing, what's the most important, is always invest in yourself. Try to really make sure that your skills are getting better every day, your network as well, and that you're open to different income streams. I try to focus on a very small amount of things. I think so that's my best. But some people are very good at doing multiple income streams. I think that's SwissBorg is a lot. So you just don't have enough time. But if you have different income streams, it could be a good way to diversify. Create emergency fund. We talked about that last week, but it's very important. And it could, can enable you to do whatever you want if things don't happen very well. Last but not least, save and invest. By the way, the emergency fund for me is a bit golden thematic. That's where I put the money. We're like, okay, I don't care about that. Just pour some money every month in that golden thematic, and that's fine. Save and invest is consistent monthly investment, including diversified assets like crypto. Talked about that again. The 20% I put is always into SwissBorg app, which I think so is smart. And the long-term version is to commit to your journey. It's really the discipline that you have over this, putting the energy, the focus, and that vision, where you really vision yourself where you're heading, which is very important. You wrote those goals down, which are very, very important. The short-term goals, the long-term goals as well. And each small step brings you're closer to financial freedom, and that's something that's really, really cool. And while you're doing that, you really have to make sure that you're enjoying it, because what you're doing today is shaping essentially your freedom of tomorrow, your legacy of tomorrow, and the loved ones around you. Q4 program, guys. The votes sessions are happening and are opening right now. It's happening until the end of the month. Please happen this. Scan the QR code. Trick or treat trade results was really cool. There was 3,500 people that participated with over 13,000 trades. 20 users got randomly are selected. The tokens that traded were ETH, BTS, and SOL. Congrats to that. Sad that there was not Borg there. And 20 winners will be receiving 200 euros. So trick or trade. BorgPad with Anthony and Danny was yesterday. If you haven't checked out the video, it's a really, really cool one. I really recommend you to check it out. It's on Twitter as well. Talking about cool calendars we're going to have going forward, AMAs. That will happen with myself and a guest every month. The next one will happen on Tuesday, 26th. It will be probably around 6 o'clock in the English one, and then the French one right after. And they'll be replacing the Pow Wow. So it'll be a little bit of sum up, and at the same time, it'll be a good way for us to talk about a very specific theme every month with SwissBorg and, of course, the Borg token. Talking about cool events, we still have some good things happening this week. On Thursday, we're going to have a really nice Tesla intro of the crypto. It's going to happen in the Tesla Center in Schlieren. And we're going to have as well a cool one happening on Monday, right after in the center of Zurich. So please come to it and enjoy it. Invite all your friends. It's not too late to get into crypto. And for mes amis Genevois, we're going to have a very cool one happening. And the December 3rd is going to be Al de Lille. It's going to be really, really cool. So it's going to be more like, I would say, a Christmas party. So a lot of cool stuff happening. And last but not least, we're running out of last spots, but there's still a few spots available for the invitation of the Christmas party in Lausanne. This one will be a specific one about, I already talked about it in Le Pavillon, and it'll be La Revue de Lausanne. So it's going to be a really fun one. Please attend it and make it happen. Borg and some data, not that great, a little bit less than last week, unfortunately, which brings us to only 171 upgrades and new premium holders. In terms of data, it's pretty much the same thing. What I'm seeing here, which is a bit sad, is like there's a very small amount of net flows from the current users. And I really recommend you guys is that every month, again, the same thing we just talked about, is to go back into the app and to start investing into growing your portfolio. Because this is something that's very, very, very important, I believe, for us to meet our financial dreams, to have this discipline to invest into the right things. Last but not least, the community index score is a bit higher than last week. Social Borg holders has topped up a little bit in invitations as well. And though the rest looks pretty much sluggish or same thing all in all. Beautiful Borgers, we're about the verge to know what's going to happen with elections. We're about to start this, this like bull market is about to reunite most probably. We'll see who will be the best one. For democracy and for the world, which I really helped, but I think is the most important, is rather it's Trump or Kamala. I do hope that things will get better. We are living in times which is a bit weird. There's more and more confrontations about red or blue or pink or green or whatever. And I do believe that crypto won't solve everything, but crypto will definitely put us the agenda to create a more peer-to-peer culture, how to essentially decentralize powers. As we're seeing more and more, we are in the society that these huge techs are controlling more and more power. The AI is just this tipping start of how things are evolving. And I think so it's very, very important for us to be able to, invest into the right assets, to bring financial freedom to ourselves, but eventually to decentralize powers, governments, and countries. And this Pow Wow, there was a lot undiscovered. There was a lot of cool things regarding, obviously, updates regarding the SwissBorg app itself, with the limit orders, with auto invests. We discussed about the new alpha opportunities as well, which is really good. And last but not least, so many different events that are about to happen. As always, be wealthy, be healthy, love our Borg and equity. Take care, guys, and hope to see many of you Thursday in Zurich. Bye.
Thank you for watching our weekly Pow Wow episode. If you enjoyed the show, make sure to leave a like. And if you didn't, tune in next week anyway, so that you can figure out if it's better then. Bye.